Elena sat by the window of her small apartment, her knees pulled to her chest, staring at the rain as it streaked down the glass. The city outside was a blur of gray and neon, but her mind was elsewhere, lost in the memory of a conversation she'd had with Daniel 2 weeks ago. "I think we need some space," he had said, his voice calm but firm.
Space.
The word had echoed in her mind ever since. What did it even mean? Was it a polite way of saying goodbye, or was it a chance to breathe, to grow, to figure out who they were outside of each other? They had been together for 5 years. 5 years of shared mornings, late-night talks, and dreams that had once felt inseparable. But somewhere along the way, the dreams had started to diverge. Daniel wanted to travel, to live nomadically, to chase the horizon. Elena craved stability, a home, a routine, a life built on solid ground. The rain outside grew heavier, and Elena reached for her journal. Writing had always been her escape, her way of untangling the knots in her mind. She opened it to a blank page and began to write. What does it mean to love someone and still feel alone? What does it mean to want different things and still want each other? The questions lingered, unanswered. Weeks passed, and the space between them grew. Daniel moved into a temporary apartment across town, and Elena threw herself into her work. She painted, something she hadn't done in years. The canvases were filled with abstract shapes and colors, each one a reflection of her emotions, the deep blues of loneliness, the fiery reds of anger, the soft yellows of hope. One evening, as she was finishing a piece, her phone buzzed. It was Daniel. "Can we talk?" the text read. Her heart raced. She hadn't seen him since he left, hadn't heard his voice. She typed back, "Sure." "When?"
"Now."
"I'm outside." Elena's breath caught. She walked to the door, her hands trembling slightly as she opened it. There he was, standing in the dim hallway, his hair damp from the rain. "Hi," he said softly. "Hi," she replied, stepping aside to let him in. They sat on the couch, the silence between them heavy but not uncomfortable. Finally, Daniel spoke. "I've been doing a lot of thinking," he said. "About us. About what we both want." Elena nodded, her throat tight. And he took a deep breath. I think we've been trying to fit each other into boxes. You want a home, and I want to explore. But maybe we don't have to choose. Maybe we can find a way to have both." Elena looked at him, her eyes searching his. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying I love you," he said, his voice steady. "And I don't want to lose you. But I also don't want either of us to lose ourselves. Maybe the space we've had, maybe it's helped me see that." Elena felt tears well up in her eyes. She reached for his hand, and he took it, his grip warm and familiar. "I love you too," she said. "And you're right. We don't have to choose. We just have to figure out how to make it work." They sat there for a long time, talking, laughing, and crying. The rain outside continued to fall, but inside, there was a sense of calm, a quiet understanding that love, like life, is never static. It grows, it changes, and sometimes it needs space to breathe.